The will for life. I think this phrase typifies your attitude to life every day. The ability to get out of bed every morning with an invested purpose is something we all look to achieve. If there is a lesson I have learned from living with you these past 13 years, it's the power of positivity and kindness. I truly do not believe I'd be the person I am today without your sound guidance. Our chats mid-afternoon, that were only meant to last a few minutes, quickly turned into hour-long conversations, delving into so many thought-provoking avenues. These are memories that I will never forget, and are ones I'm incredibly grateful to have. I can't imagine how many pieces of my sport equipment would have stayed broken without your ever-trusting superglue. Quite often, after cricket matches, there'd be some issue with my helmet or bat in which you never ceased to offer assistance in fixing. I suppose the tables turned in the latter years, where often it would be Georgia or me fixing something on your phone. The motivation you gave me for every sports fixture, knowing however many wickets I took, tries I scored, often had a £1 cash reward at the end. This was certainly something I took with me into every game. Coming home soaked in mud or sweating from the sun, the first words I ever heard were, "Did you win, and how did you play?" If it hadn't gone to plan, there was never a negative word. It was only how to improve next time. I think in many ways, those are the moments that will stay with me the most. The 5 words we both dreaded the most every night were, "You're the last one up," in turn meaning we had to put the alarm on. Whoever it was often had the gentle roll of the eyes, partially out of embarrassment of realising we were the last up, and partly because we had the responsibility of the alarm. Growing up with you every day, the smell of porridge as I came downstairs was almost a sign to know everything was okay. A few minutes later, seeing the plate slide down the side of the chair, at the perfect height for the dogs to lick the remains, was something that filled the morning with more than a bit of joy. In recent weeks since your passing, I've sat in the room where I work. The window overlooks onto our garden, where I can still see a 7-year-old version of myself sitting on your lap with my hands on the steering wheel, trying to drive. Whilst of course I could not touch the pedals, you brought the experience to life, making me feel as if I could drive anywhere and could do anything. Looking to where I am now, there is a piece of you in everything I do, whether it's the motivation for sport or even in my school life. For example, taking design and technology at A-level, I am almost certain sitting in Grandad's fix-it shop with you tinkering away sparks an interest in me to do the same. As a grandson-grandfather relationship, we were always very close, yet this adventure we've been on as a family this last year has only made us closer. Sitting behind the camera or next to you in almost all of your hundreds of interviews, the laughs we had as the camera would fall off the stand, or one of us made a mistake in the recordings. Standing in a sea of birthday cards sent to you was something I still cannot fathom. Going home and showing the pictures, I could see your eyes light up in gratitude and pride. The places we got to go and the things we got to see together, I know filled your heart with joy to know that we did it as a family. I could not have asked for a better last year to spend with you. I cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for me. You have been the most incredible grandfather, mentor, and most importantly, a friend. I will do everything I can to live up to the standards you have set and promise to continue the incredible legacy you have left.